Welcome to the Voice of Africa family. Whether you're joining us from Lagos, Nairobi, Paris, or New York, we're grateful to have you here as we share a story that embodies courage, compassion, and the unyielding spirit of Burkina Faso. Before we dive in, we want to pause and thank you, our incredible subscribers and members. Your support fuels our mission to amplify African stories often overlooked by the world. Every view, comment, and share helps these narratives reach corners of the globe where they can inspire change. So, let's journey together to the heart of West Africa, where a military leader's visit to a hospital reminds us of the power of humanity in times of crisis. In the dusty plains of northern Burkina Faso, where the sun blazes relentlessly and the echoes of conflict never seem to fade, lies the town of Kaya. Here, at the Kaya Military Medical Center, wounded soldiers and civilian fighters find refuge, a place where broken bodies and spirits are painstakingly mended. On April 25, 2025, this hospital became the stage for a moment of profound solidarity when Lieutenant-Colonel Mahamady Sawadogo, Deputy Commander of the Volunteers for the Defense of the Homeland Brigade, VDP, walked through its doors. His mission? To stand beside the brave souls who risk everything to protect their nation and remind them and the world that their sacrifices matter. To understand the weight of Sawadogo's visit, we must first grasp Burkina Faso's tumultuous reality. Since 2015, the country has been engulfed in a security crisis fueled by jihadist insurgencies, ethnic violence, and political instability. Over 2 million people have fled their homes, schools and clinics lie in ruins, and entire villages have vanished from maps. In response, ordinary citizens, teachers, farmers, mothers, stepped forward in 2020 to form the Volunteers for the Defense of the Homeland, VDP. These civilian fighters, many armed with little more than hunting rifles and determination, work alongside the military to reclaim their land. The BVDP, the brigade overseeing the VDP, trains and supports these volunteers, but the cost is staggering. Hundreds have been killed, thousands bear physical and emotional scars. Lieutenant-Colonel Mahamady Sawadogo, a career military officer, has become a bridge between Burkina Faso's formal armed forces and these grassroots defenders. His role demands not just strategic acumen, but empathy, an understanding that morale is as critical as firepower. When he arrived at the Kaya Military Medical Center, he did so not as a distant commander but as a brother in arms. The hospital, a modest facility in the 1st Military Region, is a lifeline for those injured in operations across the volatile north. Its corridors are filled with stories of resilience: a young teacher who lost a leg defending his village, a mother of 3 shot while evacuating civilians, a nurse who works 20-hour shifts stitching wounds by flashlight. Sawadogo's visit was a balm for these wounded heroes. Room by room, he moved through the wards, clasping hands, listening to stories, and delivering quiet promises. To 24-year-old Adama, a former teacher turned VDP volunteer whose leg was shattered by shrapnel, he said, "When you walk again, we'll walk together." To Aissata, a mother who took up arms to secure a future for her children, he vowed, "Your courage is their inheritance." These moments, fleeting yet profound, reaffirmed a truth often forgotten in war, that leadership is not about hierarchy but presence. But Sawadogo's words were not mere comfort. He outlined tangible steps to support the wounded: partnerships with NGOs for advanced medical equipment, PTSD counseling programs, and financial aid for families. "We will not abandon you," he declared. "Your fight is our fight. Your healing is our priority." This pledge matters deeply in a nation where resources are scarce, and mental health care is often a luxury. For soldiers lying in those beds, his visit was a reminder that their nation sees them, not as casualties but as champions. Yet, the true unsung heroes of Kaya are its medical staff. In a region where electricity is sporadic and supplies are rationed, doctors and nurses perform miracles daily. Dr. Jean-Baptiste Ouedraogo, the lead surgeon, spoke of reusing bandages and operating by flashlight during power cuts. Nurse Aminata Diarra shared how she sings to patients to soothe their nightmares. "Hope is the best medicine," she said. Their work transcends medicine. It's an act of love. Sawadogo recognized this, praising their quiet bravery and pledging to advocate for better resources. Now, dear Voice of Africa community, this is where you enter the story. Just as Sawadogo and the medical staff uplift Burkina Faso's defenders, your engagement turns our channel into a megaphone for their courage. Many of you have asked, how can we help? Here's the answer. Awareness is the first step. Before you clicked on this video, you might not have known about the VDP, ordinary civilians turned guardians of their nation. By watching, you've already begun to shift that. When you comment with a heart emoji or share this video with a friend, you're amplifying a narrative that challenges stereotypes of Africa as a continent of victims. You're showcasing its heroes. To our members, your contributions fund vital projects, like our upcoming documentary on the widows of VDP fighters. To our subscribers, hitting that notification bell ensures stories like these aren't drowned out by algorithms. To our new viewers, welcome. Stay with us. We're just getting started. Burkina Faso's road to peace remains steep. The VDP lacks basic gear, bulletproof vests, night vision goggles, trauma kits. A 2025 UN report revealed that 60% of volunteers suffer from PTSD, yet mental health care reaches fewer than 10%. Political turmoil complicates international aid, but grassroots efforts like the VDP prove that Burkinabe people are architects of their own liberation. Organizations like Doctors Without Borders and local groups such as Women for Peace are making strides, but global solidarity is crucial. So what can you do? Start small. Share this video with the hashtag #StandWithBurkina. Donate to NGOs providing medical aid. Educate your community about a crisis rarely covered in headlines. And remember, leadership isn't confined to battlefields or boardrooms. It's in the choices we make to uplift others. As we close, picture Lieutenant-Colonel Sawadogo kneeling beside a hospital bed in Kaya, sunlight filtering through the windows. In his eyes, you see no pity, only respect. In the soldier's gaze, no despair, only resolve. This is Africa's untold story, not one of helplessness, but of unbreakable will. Thank you for being part of the Voice of Africa family. If this story moved you, smash the like button, subscribe, and share it widely. Let's hit 10,000 shares to show wounded they're not alone.